Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Family members wanted her to leave a rocky relationship, but she insisted on helping people, even those who hurt her. And that is how a Southern Kentucky family is describing Vicki Conner. She's the woman police say Nicholas Rucker shot and killed on May 22nd and then took off. Rucker was captured yesterday, and as WYMT's Phil Pendleton tells us, Conner's family says they can feel safe again.
That's the last time we were here, actually.
Pictures, a snapshot in time. Looking at them takes you back.
She wanted to help everybody.
Ashley Burke thinks of that memory of her mother while visiting the place at Levi Jackson State Park. Her mother and her children loved visiting.
She loved everybody. She talked to everybody. She tried to help everybody,
including people that might hurt her. Burke says her mother and Nicholas Rucker were in a rocky on and off again relationship for several years that ended when police say Rucker shot and killed her.
We tried numerous times to get her to just come home and to leave the situation because when it would get to a bad place or volatile, Mom, just come home.
Kentucky State Police are still investigating the motive behind the murder. And Vicki Conner's family says they are still trying to figure out exactly what led to the deadly shooting as well. Rucker was captured early Thursday morning after 45 days on the run.
She said, Ashley, they've got him. It's over.
A collective sigh of relief from a family reeling with a tragic loss, all the while being terrified of the accused.
Worried more so that something else was going to happen to somebody out in the community or wherever he was at. I didn't want anybody else to have to go through what we were going through.
But with Rucker in jail, this family now turns their attention to seeking justice for the life taken. In Knox County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Nicholas Rucker will answer to charges relating to his capture and arrest Monday, but we do not know when he will be arraigned on the murder charges in Whitley County. Tonight, our team is digging deeper into issues involving Black Jewel LLC. We've been tracking their bankruptcy case all week. Now, Kentucky Attorney General Andy Beshear is getting involved. He says his office has received numerous complaints from minors and their families. Many of their payroll checks either bounced or were not honored. Beshear says some may have even ran into issues with child support. Beshear says his office will find answers for all of those workers. Now, some of you have probably seen the reports about the ex-CEO's partnership in a West Virginia resort project. The project is being led by a company called Clearwater Investment Holdings. Media reports suggest ex-Black Jewel CEO Jeff Hoops gave money to that project. However, in a letter today, the CFO of Clearwater claims while Hoops and his family have helped with the project, they've received no money from Black Jewels or Hoops. Today we learned a Leslie County murder suspect appears to be out of jail. Officials tell us Alyssa Noble posted bond. She was set to go on trial later this month. Noble's accused of driving under the influence, crashing into a group of people in downtown Hyden, and killing Paige Hayes. It's unclear if her trial, set for the 22nd, will be delayed. A Pike County teen is battling for her life at a Cincinnati hospital. Doctors diagnosed Shaylee Cobbs with leukemia this past school year. Since then, she's undergone bone marrow transplants, but is in need of another. The Pike County Central High School student is currently in ICU. Family members have set up a Facebook page to keep up with her journey.
Hopefully you got out and enjoyed today. Most of us getting a nice break from those rain chances. Friends in Virginia, well, not so much. You'll notice as we take a look at UVA-wise, you can see maybe a few little storm clouds over there at times, a little bit of rain, but for the most part, most of us have remained on that drier side. It's those temperatures, though, the upper 80s to lower 90s, definitely feeling warm out there. Wise, you're getting a little bit of a cool down of 79, 91 in Hazard, 88 Middlesboro, 90 down into Jonesville, even some 90s over into parts of central and western Kentucky. Feeling like the lower 90s for a good majority of us as well. You're seeing a feels like temperature of 90 in Harlan and Logan as well, showing a feels like temperature of 98 if you're looking up into parts of Ashland. So we have been mostly dry really throughout the day today. You'll notice as we take a look at satellite and radar, you can see that those showers have been really popping up all around us. You can see our Virginia friends not so lucky today, and even over into parts of West Virginia, central, and even over into parts of western Kentucky have been dealing with that rain, a little bit of bubble over parts of eastern eastern Kentucky. So as we scan the skies now, you'll notice a few pop-ups really starting to move into parts of eastern Tennessee. If you're looking down to the south of us, maybe a few could be moving into parts of Wayne County a little bit, but most of us have remained on the drier side. We'll continue to see those showers and storms increase though as we head into the weekend. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes. Macy.
All right, thanks, Paige. We're learning more about the man who drowned in Cave Run Lake yesterday in Rowan County. The coroner has identified the victim as 19-year-old Luis Avindo. Avindo was a native from Mexico. He had been in the United States for 1 month and had moved to Frankfurt to live with his extended family. Investigators say Avindano could not swim and he went under when he slipped off a raft at the Twin Knobs campground. Officials say yesterday was his 19th birthday. Some wildlife in Woodford County is hurting. Fish are dying in the Kentucky River, and it comes after bourbon ran off into the water. A warehouse caught fire earlier this week and it's still burning. 45,000 bourbon barrels were destroyed. State officials are trying to keep the destruction from spreading to the environment, but as Nick Oliver reports, some of that cannot be helped.
The Kentucky River is looking and smelling a little different after Tuesday's fire at the Jim Beam warehouse in Woodford County.
Fish essentially suffocated.
Thousands of fish not swimming, but floating down the river. Kentucky's Energy and Environment Cabinet say alcohol that entered into a nearby creek and then the Kentucky River caused bacteria to multiply. In turn, that bacteria taking the oxygen out of the water.
Just the pristine beauty of the river, we've lost that for a few weeks.
Kim Strohmeyer has lived on this river his entire life, and in all that time, he's never seen this.
I don't expect to see a whole lot of traffic on the river the next few days.
Researchers were seen testing that water on Friday. I am told a plume of that contamination is now 30 miles downstream, but researchers are following it where those tests will continue. But recreation life, that may be on hold.
I can't imagine that you would catch anything right now because I expect most of them are dead. Folks aren't going to have much success fishing in the river for the next, probably a few weeks.
But while things are not looking good now, Strohmeyer says the river has seen a lot of bad in the past.
The beauty will come back, yes.
But he knows nature will rebound. In Franklin County, Nick Oliver, WYMT Mountain News.
Testing will continue throughout the weekend. Officials do urge the public to not eat fish that may be in the contaminated areas. A rescuer needed rescuing in the Red River Gorge. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team was called out to the valley between Chimney Top and Half Moon Arch yesterday for a lost hiker. A team had to rappel down to help, but the team says one person went down too fast and hit the ground harder than expected. Other team members were able to rescue their teammate, and he was taken to a nearby hospital. The rescue team went back out to help that lost hiker. A Bell County teen, deputies say, went on the run from them is now in a Tennessee jail. Police tried to arrest 18-year-old Chris Smith yesterday. Initially, they say he was only facing a misdemeanor, but now charges will be filed. While interviewing him in a cruiser, deputies say he got away despite being handcuffed. Investigators in Tennessee eventually found him still with those cuffs on. If you plan on hitting the road this weekend, expect to see higher gas prices. While it's only a few cents, they have increased slightly this week. Overnight, the average price here in Kentucky jumped to $2.62, and that is still 13 cents cheaper than the national average. Out near Interstate 75, you'll find the lower prices, lower than here in the mountains, but it is Bell County that you will find the lowest, sitting at roughly $2.33 a gallon. Fast Change Lube and Oil has made it a mission to try to give back to military men and women. Monday kicked off the company's annual summer campaign devoted to supporting our troops. WYMT's Buddy Forbes talked to those involved with the project to see how local people can help brighten a soldier's day.
Fast Change Lube and Oil is focused on vehicle care. And this summer, in stores across the region, it will focus on a different kind of care.
Military Missions we partnered up with about going on 5 years now. We raise money, send to them. We also have totes at all our locations. People can bring stuff by donate.
In 22 locations, you can donate to Operation Soldier Care, one of many ways the company is working to recognize those in the military.
They do go a long way to protect our country, so at least we do is give back to them and show them we do appreciate them.
Sending care packages to men and women currently deployed.
So everything goes straight to them. We keep nothing.
Coal Run store manager Alex Haley says he decided to include the Pikeville VFW post this year.
We were happy just to get anything other than an MRE. I mean, you go 3 months of eating cardboard. That's what it tastes like. You'll take anything. You don't care.
The local veterans say it would surprise people how much of a blessing these types of care packages are to those serving away from home.
They're going through a void, okay? They don't really have communications with people. They're away from the American society.
They say small items can offer a sense of comfort and connection.
It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be big. You don't have to give a lot. It's the little things that count.
And people shouldn't underestimate the power of this project.
It's the same stuff over and over again, but then when you get a care package from a random person, that's the biggest motivation driver. It helps morale all the time.
Because it gives the community a small way to be a part of a bigger picture. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Operation Soldier Care will continue through September 30th, and for more information, you can visit our website, WYMT.com. The Elkhorn City community has planned a weekend full of activities. It kicked off tonight with the Independence Day celebration and will carry on into tomorrow. The Elkhorn City Night Market will return tomorrow night, giving the community a chance to come out and enjoy music vendors, music, and more. The night will end with a free movie night in the park where attendees can watch a film and enjoy some snacks. Mayor Mike Taylor says the community has made the entire event possible.
The people really come out and help, and it's, you know, we've got people like doing popcorn, people cooking this, setting everything up. It takes a joint effort. In our community, we are blessed to have a community like we have in Elkhorn City.
The night market begins tomorrow at 6 p.m.
As we head into the weekend, we're going to be looking at some rainy at times. Sunshine finally returns as we head into the new work week. And those temperatures look to be on the hot side as well. Have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
But first, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, you might want to head out to Highway 52 for a massive yard sale.
When you see